and
Mhm.
you are able to understand and you're able to practice and everything is going fine. And is there any difficulty for that?
Mm, yeah, as of now, I'm doing.
And you asked yesterday
Yesterday,
regarding, yeah, regarding the OOPS concepts and all, right? We'll see now. Okay, I'll tell you.
okay, okay. And yesterday, program reverse of a string and palindrome, I worked out.
Mhm.
I have used char array.
Yeah, that is your choice. Okay, there are,
Yeah.
I told you, right? If you observe in the Google, many things are there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
any logic, whichever the logic is fine for you, you can follow.
Okay. Okay.
And there is no restriction like that. This is how we need to follow this, and that is how we need to follow. Some people will
Okay.
use character array, some people will use the reverse number, but reverse number we should not use. But other than that,
Yes.
anything,
Yes.
anything,
Yes.
like or else simply people will go for the character array. From the character array, they will put the reversely, like less than or equal to greater than or equal to, in the for loop they will put from the left to right they will read, like
Yes. Yes.
in reverse way they will read. Anything is fine. I mean, there is no restriction for that. That is your choice.
Okay.
Okay. And the next thing is you asked for regarding the OOPS concept. How can I do that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now you can take any real-time example. For example, vehicles you can take. Okay, or else bank vehicles.
Okay. Vehicle. Okay. Mm.
Vehicles you can take. Employees
Mm-hmm.
you can take. Okay,
Mm.
or else some other thing like you can go for the banks as well. Bank example.
Mm-hmm.
And here, let's say, for example, banks. Under banks, okay, bank is the null dummy implementation. We can
Mm-hmm.
implement the bank for any bank. It's a public sector bank or private sector bank or reserved bank. Like that, we can, or government bank or private bank. Like that, we can have many things. You
Okay.
getting my point? Now,
Yes. Yes.
Now, let's say, for example, let me draw a simple diagram so that you will get more understanding. You can go ahead first. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Let me open. Okay. I'm not sure where I kept my mouse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I now I draw a diagram, it might be like bit that not much clarity on that. You can understand.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah. Let me tell you. There is something called banking system. Okay, let's go for the bank. I'm assuming this is the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, under this one we have two more categories called private sector bank and private public sector bank.
Okay. Mm. Mm.
Okay, under
Mm.
public sector banks or private sector banks, I have many things. Okay, like this I'm putting. Now, just assume. Let me make a connection between all this.
Mm. Okay.
Now, let's say for example, within this, right? I mean, how can I say? I'm assuming this one thing. And the same way, if you go for, sorry, okay,
Mm.
let me complete, okay, and we'll see. My mouse is not there, okay. I'm not able to draw a line
Mm.
perfectly. I'm not sure where I
Mm.
kept the mouse. It's fine, right?
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you observe like this, okay, if you observe like this, what happens is, okay, what happens is, if you go and check, okay, if you go and check here, I can say this is the, I mean, the topmost node is there, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
parent.
top, yeah,
Mm.
topmost node, I can say, like, I'm not sure. One second, this is not workout. Drawing tools, I'm not sure what happened. If I go for
Select
painting,
writing pencil.
eh, I'm not able to select. It's saying that one time is there. After that, I'm not able to select anything.
Mm.
I don't know. Drawing tools, I'm not able to select. Oh, Harsha, are you there? My God, it's my bad.
Escape. Try if you press on escape.
Yeah, it's right. Thank you.
Okay.
See, now let me go ahead and check that pencil, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The drawing tools, the pencil or something. Yeah. If you observe what I'm thinking, this you are able to see, right? The highlighting part, this is the bank. I'm using the bank.
Mm-hmm.
And these levels are like this is the public sector bank and this is private sector bank. Okay, just assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Under this public sector bank, Reserve Bank is there. Okay. And SBI is there. Some other all public sector banks which is applicable under government of India, it will come like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
assuming. And in other side, the private sector banks completely saying that like HDFC, ICICI, Axis Bank, okay, Citibank, S Bank, many things will come here. And now one more category came. One more category in the sense payments banks. Sorry, are you getting my point? What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Payment
Payment.
bank. Payment banks means UPI transaction we are getting. Okay. The payment banks in the sense if you go here, Paytm will come, the first one.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yeah.
Airtel is there. Airtel is there. Okay. Like a Paytm is there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting my point?
Yeah.
Now, this I'm saying that how can I say like a Paytm? Like payment banks. I'm putting as the PP. Okay.
Mm.
Payment banks. Here, payment bank, under payment banks, what are the things are available? Like Airtel payment bank is there. Okay. Paytm payment banks is there.
Mm-hmm.
And some other banks are available. UPI transactions also will come under this one. This is the whole idea about the banking system. Now, if you go and check the top level one, okay, the top level one, what is there? This top level one is there, right? This
Mm.
top level one is a bank.
Mm.
And under this bank, we have three categories.
Mm.
Under this category, each category, we have many types.
Mm.
Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
And now tell me that, okay, where we are having the full rights. Whenever we go for the particular bank, then only we have full rights.
Mm.
And see here, if you go for a bank, you are not able to understand which bank I need to go.
Mm.
Like where I can go, it's a private sector or public sector. Then it's completely blank and we can implement anything. There is no implementation. After moving towards the next thing is public sector is there, private sector is there, payment banks. And here also the type which is okay, like public sector, they have some set of rules and it's a bank. Private sector, they have their set of rules which is under by the RBI or Indian government. Still, they have some rules and regulations.
Yes.
The payment banks also having some rules and regulations, but those of payment bank, let's say for example, all public sector banks has to be followed whatever the rules are applicable here, or private bank sectors has to be followed all the rules available here. Okay, the same way for the payment banks. Getting my point? Now,
Yes.
bit more clarity came. Here, there is no clarity. You are getting my point? While we are discussing about the bank have set of rules. First point. In that set of rule, again we need to think there is which one we have to go for. It's a blank. Now, if you go for this second line, a second row, what happened, right? Here, public bank, private bank, or payment bank. Here we have some clarity. See, public sector bank will be like RBI, and it's served to the public without any interest. It is a government bank. Some set of rules will be there. It's a private bank. The second category is private bank. Private bank is completely depends on the private handover, private board members. It's a completely private. And they have some set of rules, but it has to be agree with the RBI. Okay. Like that. The payment bank. But the payment bank doesn't go for any like cash by using cash transaction. Always payment bank will go for cashless and it's a digital banking. 100% is a digitalization. They have some set of rules. Likewise, if you see, this is having bit clarity but not full clarity. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Now, if you go here, now let's say for example under public sector bank SBI. Okay, if you go for SBI, what will happen? There are fully implemented system is there. It's a public sector bank. First of all, it's a bank. Then it is a public sector bank, and you are able to do any kind of transaction. You are able to get the loan, you are able to pay the amount, you can do the transaction, you can withdraw money, an account open, and you can open the savings scheme, something else. So it depends on services, it will be there. It will be access. It's a fully occupied, fully details are there. The same way if you go for RBI, the same thing. If you go for Andhra Bank, the same thing. This is the public sector. It's whenever it came to this situation, if you go to the particular bank, there are many options and full clarity is there. The same way private sector bank. If you go for HDFC, they'll give, sir, this is the customer things, this is the chargeable things, this is the free things, this is the schemes we have, these are the savings things, the savings schemes, these are the like bonds are available, these are the schemes, are so many things there. Okay, and here we are getting the more clarity. Okay, the same way for the, if you go for any another payment bank, there also it's getting the same thing if you observe here. Okay, payment bank, if you go for the payment bank, they'll say many things like full and full digitalization, scan and pay you can send, through mobile number you can send. So many things are there by offering the Airtel or Paytm or S Bank or something else. It will go for the fully digitalization.
Okay.
It's getting my point, right?
Yes.
Now here, where and all we are able to get full clarity, where and all we are getting the partial clarity, where and all we are not getting any clarity.
Yeah.
These are the three things which we need to understand.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yeah.
See, whenever we are getting the full clarity, that is called as the class.
Okay.
Where and all we are not able to get the clarity, that is called as the, partial clarity, that is called as the abstract class.
Okay.
Where and all we are not able to get a complete blank, but based on this rule we can implement anything. It's a bank, but which type of bank it is we are not sure. Each type of rules it is, it's completely dummy. We are not able to implement anything. Then that is called as the interface. So top level is interface, it's null implementation, dummy implementation. The second level is abstract class, where we have partial implementation but not full clarity. And the third one is the class, where we are able to get full clarity. Hope this is clear.
Yes, yes.
Now once this is clear, I'll go with another example for the real time example, where we will get very easy. It's a real time.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's say for example, you are maintaining some consultancy. Okay, you are maintaining some consultancy or a brokerage. Okay, anything is fine. Right? And the services what you are offering is, okay, you are able to like show the workspace or any space for the business, like toilet boards will put for the like nobroker.com or some other things are there, right, for the houses rent and all. The same way your consultancy is going to be take for the business spaces, workspace, something, right, business station. You are going to be show for the different organization. That is the main aim of our consultancy. Okay, this is the thing. And here you have three types of customers. What is that? You have three types of customers. The first customer came and tell you like, madam, I need a 1,000 square feet space in Chennai or Bangalore, in Chennai, to maintain my business. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
That guy told only 1,000 square feet of space to maintain my business in Chennai. He said like that. But this is only difficult. This is the details he given. Let us. Okay. The second person came. The second person came to you and asked you, ma'am, I need 2,000 square feet space to maintain the corporate office in Chennai, so and so area. You are getting my point? The second person is telling 1,500 or 2,000, any square feet. Square feet is space is required to maintain a corporate office, and the second point is what is trying to say in Chennai, in some other area. He given the details. Okay. Now the third person came to you and asked you, ma'am, I need 2,000 square feet space for the workstation where I need to maintain IT software company, okay, which has to be located in so and so road, OMR road in Chennai. That is the left side of the road. Okay, and the building workspace cannot be more than the building cannot have more than 5 floors. Okay, the parking space is required for me 100 bikes, and for the employees and all to maintain everything, I need some relaxation park or something else within the tech space or tech park or something like that. In that space only, and I need third floor or fourth floor, the space like that he is mentioning. You are able to get my points, right? Now if you observe the three persons, first person just came and tell you only he need a space and there is no clarity which business is going to be start, whether it is a like a godown or it's a normal business, it's a IT or a consulting or any brokerage or any private sector or public sector or something else. It's null implementation. There is no clarity on that. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Next, second point is the second person came to you and asked you. He given some of the clues. He need a like a corporate office.
Yes.
Which type of corporate? Yeah, which type of corporate office he doesn't mention.
No.
Okay, he doesn't mention any which location he has to be clear, and he doesn't mention anything like which floor, how many floors are there, how many seats are required. It doesn't mention what are the amenities is required for the employees. It doesn't mention anything, but he have some clarity, not fully.
Yes.
Getting my point? And
Yes.
the third person, yeah, the third person came and tell you, ma'am, I need so and so details to maintain IT company. This is what I need. This is what I need. Second floor, third floor, 100 bike space or workspace or something. Tech park, internet tech park is required. No, should not exceed more than 5 floors. The safety also main, right? If you exceed more than 5 floors, is there any fire alarm? That fire happened, the employees also should be in the safe position. So he's thinking in all the aspects of the employees and not only employees. I mean, he's trying to give the workspace as the like anything. It's kind of a good place for the work to the employees. Like that, he's trying to mention everything. Okay. Now, are you able to get something about these three guys, and you're able to understand? Is there any difference? Is there?
Yeah.
The
So much
first
different.
person, yeah, the first person I can say it's a interface. The second person I can say abstract class. The third person I can say like a full clarity guy. It's a class.
Attributes and identities, everything.
Okay, how these things are very, very, very important, and you can tell the same. And just whatever the examples which I'm giving, just keep in mind, and you will get more knowledge if you go anywhere. That I'm sure.
Okay.
These are the examples I can give. Likewise, I can give many more examples to you if you require in the real time.
Okay.
Okay. So many things we can take. Our companies also we can take. Product-based companies, a service-based company, that these many things are there. Again, public sector, private sector companies are there, liabilities is there. So many companies we can categorize. Okay. Sorry. Hope you are able to get full clarity and everything, and are able to understand many things.
Yes.
Is there any questions or something else you want apart from this one?
I'm clear. Yeah.
Anything you want to learn, anything you can do that. There is no restriction in Java. There is no restriction in OOPS concept. But only thing is the way we are interacting, the way we are trying to understand, that has to be very, very, very important.
Yeah. Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, I think, okay, as per my understanding, we covered more than 150% for the testers in terms of core Java.
Okay.
But only thing is, if you are facing anything, you have to be more clear, you have to be practice, and you have to be like a Google knowledge to overcome all the problems.
Okay.
Okay, if you are not able to understand anything, if you are not able to get anything or any concept, anything is, if you are not clear, then I'll make it is crystal clear, and until unless you are clear, I'll say something. If you are clear, then only I will go to the next topic.
Yeah. Yeah. As of now, I'm clear. Yeah.
Yeah. And whatever the language which I'm using, whatever the like way of explanation I'm giving, if you are able to understand, okay, you can survive at any way.
Yeah, I'm able to understand everything what you
And see,
vocabulary
whatever
and
the example which I'm giving, the layman also can able to understand.
yes, yes, yeah.
And this is the pure and pure real-time examples which we are going to be following.
Okay, okay.
The same way, if you are trying to do any programming knowledge, if you go to any programming, that is so far better, and we can implement the same thing. Whatever the words I'm telling, that feel you can fulfill all your questions there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the most important things in course of OOPS concept: exception
Mm.
handling, arrays, okay,
Yes.
strings, and collection
Mm.
framework.
Mm.
Okay, and
Yeah.
these are the major things. And to write the logics, if conditions, operators, and
Mm.
loops are the major important.
Yes. Okay.
And the availability or modifiers, if you go for public, protected,
Access
and
modifiers.
access
Yeah.
modifier, public, protected, private,
Public
default,
modifier.
okay, these are the
Yeah. Mm.
things. Okay, these are the things is very important. Always
Mm.
better to go for the public whenever it is trying to access the same variable or method in different packages or
Okay.
different methods or different classes. That is the best thing which I'm going to suggest.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there is one concept left behind the scene, and that is called as the packages. The packages every day we are using, so I don't want to cover now. Whenever we are creating in real time projects or real time automation scripts, where we can go for the like the remaining things, packages and all, we can learn easily.
Okay.
Okay, let me open one document which I have. Okay, and this is for the basics things who are all able to learn. It's whenever like let me close it. Drawing tools. Okay, now if you observe here, okay, if you observe here, this is my site, and you are able to check this one as well if required.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And see, this is the syllabus what I have. If something is missing, we are trying to figure out everything, and we are able to back. And this is the for the like a 2+ guys or 3+ guys, but we covered more than that.
Okay.
The introduction to Java, Eclipse IDE, data types,
Yeah.
keywords is the local and global variables, control statements, functions or methods, packages. I told you packages will cover in the it's a simple thing. We'll go for the like while creating a framework, we are able to understand many things. Okay, the
Okay.
packages and
Okay.
access modifiers or type modifiers means public, private, protected, and static also we covered. Static, I told you, right?
Yes, static. Yeah. We static objects
Yeah.
discussed.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Here class and object, okay. Sorry, constructors, encapsulation,
Yeah.
abstraction,
Abstraction, polymorphism.
inheritance, polymorphism, exception handling, arrays, collections, strings, like that. Many things we discussed.
Yes.
Okay, nothing, and moreover, whereas also we covered, and real-time examples also we covered.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the syllabus for the any choice. Or else what I'm going to do now, we'll extend one more thing called Java 1.8 features or some other thing like for each, enhance, for loop, or what are the three things which we learn. One is enhanced for loop or for each. Second one is centrics we learn, and the third one is how can I say where args we covered. Where args. Okay,
Yeah.
last class we covered.
Mm.
So these are the things which we need to understand. Okay, many things. Okay, this is my website. If you go and check that, okay, you can log into that website and you can get more details as if required.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm. Yes.
this is my own website, and still it is in under construction. Okay,
Okay. Oh.
this is how. And this we covered everything as of now. There is no doubt we covered 100%. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Now, only thing is you need to do more practice and more proactive. Okay, and to do get the real time analysis and to get the real time thing, you have to be more like do practice until unless you
Mhm.
will clear something. You have to you have to get a hands on.
Okay.
Now we'll move to the next topic that is called as the automation. Okay, we'll go for complete theoretical part today, and we will see. I mean, what we are going to be discuss and everything. And by tomorrow we'll start the actual coding with the tools and all. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, like we'll go for the automation. First of all, what do you mean by automation? What is the need of automation? What types of automations are available? And when the industry started the automation? These things we'll see clearly.
Okay.
First point, what do you mean by automation? Automation in the sense without a human being or
Hmm.
without any interruption of the interaction or interruption by the human being, the program itself able to test or the
Hmm.
program is able to do the work on
Hmm.
behalf of the human being. Okay, that is called as the automation.
Yeah. Hmm.
And what are the benefits of automation? The accuracy levels of the automation is very high than compared to a human being.
Hmm.
And the and the automation, whenever you write single time, we can run many times, n number
Hmm.
of times. Whenever we require, we can run it, but
Hmm.
human cannot. For each and every time we need to check that, we need to check this, then also we need to verify. Getting my point?
Yes.
And a human being can be like tired and he's not able to work. He's there are some feelings are there, but for the software there is no feelings. It will be work like anything. Whenever you run that, it will automatically go and it will execute the script, whatever the script is there, what he wrote. Okay, and the accuracy levels are very easy, and after that we are able to generate the report, which the report will be shown like, hey boss, this is what you ran, this is what the failure, this is what the success points, and this is the output, this is a screenshot, everything it will go, it will come and will show the list. That is the beauty of the automation.
Hmm.
Okay, and apart from this, what are the like industries are moving forward, are going forward like towards the automation? If you go to any industry, automation is there since long back, not the single day.
Hmm.
It's long back.
Hmm.
See, selenium, we can say like in 2004 or 2003 it started, after 2011 it's see, after 2011 or 2012 only it's the boom is like anything.
Hmm. Yes.
But here, what kind of services are available? What kind of automations are available? Here I can say like business process automation, okay, or
Hmm.
service level automation, or something else, organization level automation, like that we can go for anything.
Okay.
Here, business process automation in the sense like if you go and check for the robots, or the second thing is RPA tool, what they will do, they will do end-to-end, like end-to-end completion. It's a product, it's a process orientation, it's a from business process automation they're doing by using RPA. Okay, the second thing is application level or functionality level automation. Our Selenium will comes under functionality level automation or application level automation. Within the automation, functional automation also, we have many categories like if we go web automation, mobile automation,
Hmm.
backend automation,
Hmm.
or how can I say, the API
Hmm.
automation, like that many things are there.
Hmm.
Hope this is clear.
Yeah.
And if you go to the mobile, there are different tools are there, paid tools are there, free tools are. The same way if you go for web also, so there are some paid tools are there and free tools are there. Okay. Here, if you go to for the web application, we can go for EFT, or we can go for Selenium, or we can go for some other tools. But only the major role is playing in the industry is Selenium automation, which is an open source and no need to pay a single rupee. We can use like anything. If you go to for mobile, okay, there are 3 to 4 things are there, like RPM, that is the major role it is playing in the industry. And second thing is like if you go for paid tools, C test is there, means XPD test. There is one company, they are having C test. Okay, and another tool they will have some Calabash, Cucumber or something else. Protractor is there, but I mean something else. But protractor is not the point of mobile. It's kind of web framework. Okay. And if you go for REST API, there are some other tools are there for to do REST API. One leading market the library is REST assured. Okay, likewise many tools are there, and within all the tools we need to understand. We need to understand paid tools are free tools. Always better to go for the free tools because the market is looking for only free tools, that is called as open source tools.
Okay.
Now we came to the point as the Selenium. What kind of testing is involved in Selenium by using automation? We can automate the web application, and the Selenium, it's a open source and completely occupied or given by the open source, and there is no cost. Okay, how many hours we can run it, how many times we can run it, where we can implement, which system, it's a client system, it's a local machine or the cloud or anywhere you can implement. There is no restriction for the Selenium. And only one restriction from the Selenium is only it will go for the web application testing, not for the like mobile or Windows based application. We are not able to test. Getting my point. And the second thing is there are some limitations are there for the Selenium, though we are able to achieve to third party. Mean we are not able to create any reports by using Selenium, but by using third-party plugins or third-party jars, we are able to create reports. The reports are here. Test engine, we can go for it. Log4j, it's a small logs, we can go for it. Cucumber JVM reports also is there. Like Allure report is there. Extent report is there. Like that, many reports we are able to go ahead and check that by using the third-party jars and plugins.
Yeah.
Okay. And the second point is over. The third point, there are some limitations are there where Selenium cannot able to interact with the page or something else. Scrolling, it won't work directly. Okay, sometimes then we'll go for the JavaScript executor and Windows based pop-up. Let's say for example, if I are trying to upload a file by using Selenium, it doesn't support by default.
Okay.
Okay, there are minimum problems will come, so that we need to understand. And CAPTCHA is there. CAPTCHA and read some QR code, barcode, these things we are not able to automate by using Selenium. Okay, CAPTCHA we are not able to do that. Okay, and QR code or barcode, these many things we are not able to automate. And one more thing, image comparison, images, multimedia, audio, video, we are not able to compare through Selenium. These are the minimum drawbacks of Selenium. Hope we are understanding all the drawbacks.
Yes.
Now we are moving to the advantages. First point, Selenium is open source. The second point is Selenium can support in many platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, and all. Okay, Selenium can support 6 languages, 6 programming languages, in which you can, whatever the language you are going to be choose, you can choose and you can do the programming.
Yes.
Like Java, C Sharp, Ruby, Perl, Python, okay, PHP, JavaScript, all these things it will support. All the 6 languages it will support based on your interest and whatever the language you can learn. But whenever you are trying to learn any language, that should be, if you go to the market, you are able to saleable. You should be in a position to get the opportunity. So hence we are going for the Java.
Yeah.
Getting my point? I mean,
Yes, yes.
80 to 85, 80 to 80%, 80 to 85% people are using the Java. Hence we learn Java. Okay, and any programming language in these 6 languages is the yeah, Python also one of the major thing, but as of now still it is trending within 5-10%, but most of the people are companies are using in all the projects only Java.
Java, yeah.
Okay, 80 to 80%, 85% people are using Java, but 5 to 10% people are using the C Sharp, or remaining 5 to 10% people are using the Python. Okay, and these are the things, and the cross browsing testing or multi browsing testing or parallel testing, everything can be supported
Yes.
by using some other plugins like TestNG. If you are going for the TestNG, it will support cross browser testing or multi browser testing or parallel testing. If you go for any another like BDD Cucumber, where we can able to run our script as a parallel execution.
Okay.
Likewise, many things are there, but there are a few like, how can I say, though we have a few restrictions and many more we have like advantages by using this one, the Selenium. Hence we are going, and as of now for the web automation or the web automation or functionality automation or the web application, the market leader is always the Selenium. Any questions here? Clear, right?
Yeah, I'm clear.
Now we covered everything about the industry, how it's moving, the trending point, and everything we covered. Now, after starting the Selenium, what we need to learn? First of all, once we started Selenium, we'll try to interact the page completely. Okay, whatever the web page we are going to be do, that we are able to understand complete understanding of the web page, how to design, how to debug, okay, how to inspect, and many things are we need to understand. Developer tools are required sometimes to inspect an element, something like that. It has to be there. Okay, then once we started Selenium, we'll try to interact all the pages, all the elements, and customize custom elements, something like that we covered. Once we covered that, then we'll move to the frameworks, where there are many types of frameworks are there, like TestNG is there, JUnit framework, but TestNG, JUnit are the execution engines. I'll tell later. Okay, when the situation came, like data driven framework is there, keyword driven framework is there, page object model with page factory, BDD Cucumber with page object model, BDD Cucumber with data driven framework. It's a hybrid framework that many kinds is there. Then we are going to be learn. And sometimes there are some obsolete or legacy or obsolete or duplicated things are there, but no one is using in the market, like keyword framework and the data driven framework. The most companies as of now, all companies are moving towards the like BDD Cucumber. Hence, we are going to be so focus on more things on how we are going to do the same thing through automation. Like, see, if we go for BDD Cucumber, where we can go for the like a data driven framework, we can achieve page object model, we can achieve page object model with page factory, we can achieve. Okay, it's a hybrid framework where we are able to generate the HTML report, PDF reports, many things where. Okay, and once we completed the frameworks, then we'll go for the build system. The build
Okay.
system in the sense here Maven is there, Ant is there, Gradle is there. These are the three things, okay, which currently using. The market is currently trending with Maven and Gradle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gradle and all no one is using because it's very less people are using for the Gradle. The rest
Mm-hmm.
of the people are using as the like a
Marvin.
only Maven.
Yeah.
Okay, and earlier Ant is there, but since 5.5 years, I think before 5 years, okay, only the Ant is there. Now people are completely moved to Maven.
Marvin.
Okay, and going forward, some of the companies will move to the Gradle. As of now, we can learn or we cannot learn. That is our choice. The Gradle, it's a kind of a build tool. Again, it will point to internally the. It will get the details from the Maven. It will work. The
Okay.
repository.
Mm.
Okay, these are the three build tools which we need to understand, and we are always prefer to go for the Maven
Mm.
alone. That is fine for us.
Yes. Mm.
And the next thing is what we need to understand once we covered that there is like a real time tools. Like if you go to a company, there
Mm-hmm.
might be some they're maintaining some code. Okay, how we
Mm-hmm.
need to push the code, how we need to get the code. Many things are there. Some that is called as the source code management, SCM tools. There are people are using SVN or Git. Okay. Earlier there is no SVN. Earlier there is no Git. People are using SVN, but all the practices, all the companies, though it is a QA, though it is a developer, now people are using only like a Git or GitHub or Bitbucket or something else.
Mm-hmm.
Then that also we can learn. And the major role, another role is like automation build triggering through Jenkins. And we should not write anything. We should not go and launch them manually at any time. Just one simple click, it will run the build and it will execute that and it will show the result. Through
Okay.
CI/CD pipeline, here, I mean CI/CD tool, something else we are listening in the market. It's the buzzword as of now for the automation trending, where we can
Okay.
learn the and where we can integrate all the things like Maven. We can integrate Jenkins, Maven, all the reporting point, Cucumber, and getting my point. And the same time, if you go for the like build system by using through Jenkins, we are able to learn many things here again. Okay,
Yeah. Mm.
and where whenever we face any issues, how to troubleshoot, how to solve the problems, all these things we are going to be learning uh, within the class.
Mm.
Okay, once we
Mm.
completed that, and there is one more topic called as the like a SaaS lab or browser stack. The SaaS lab or browser stack is the trending points where we can go and check the remote area. See, I don't want to run my script through my local, but instead of that, I want to run my script through some cloud. You're
Mm.
getting my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Through cloud, I want to run it. How can I do that? So those things we are going to be implement completely. And there is one more step called end-to-end automation. That is also we are able to see. These are the major topics which we have. What do you mean by end-to-end in the sense? One, the user or tester or any automation engineer will write the code, it will push. It will push to any Git or SVM. Once he push it to the master or anything else, after that, he is able to trigger a single build from the Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins from there, it will automatically go and talk to that guy whether it has to be worked through local or it's a global or it's a how can I say there are source labs or browser stack and based on some configuration, it will go and it will execute from any.
Okay.
Okay, and without doing any interruption, without any human interaction, we are going to be implement some of the things called end to end. Just the user will create the code and will push the code. After that, or whenever you require, you can put something called scheduler through Jenkins. Through that scheduler, automatically it will go and it will execute so on so time. Once the execution is there, it will send out a mail, or else it will display the result, and many things are there that we can understand, and we can go ahead and check that. Okay, these are the whole agenda what we are going to be learn and in going forward. Okay, the same thing if you go and check my post content also, I'm
Okay.
putting the same. Getting my
Mm-hmm.
point? If you
Okay.
observe here, the second story, right? Automation
Modules.
history,
Yeah.
automation history and evolution. What is
Mm-hmm.
automation? Advantages of automation, disadvantages of automation. Okay, and comparing other tools with Selenium, different types of automation testing. These all these things we covered. It's a simple thing. No need to think more and more. Just can I say it's kind of a bit knowledge for us. This is what we covered today.
Yes.
Anything
Mm.
else? And if you are able to understand, right, everything we covered.
Yeah. Mm.
Getting my point?
Yeah. So much
Now,
is uh,
sorry.
so many things in Selenium.
Yeah, see, people will say I'm teaching Selenium, but they don't know how to teach the Selenium. They'll say on Java
Mm.
program, they'll say that they'll say like simple things. This is what I know. This is,
Web.
and finally they'll say we are done. This is what
Mm-hmm.
happened in the market.
Okay.
Okay, but if we go and in detail, see, if you go to the in detail, if you go to learn many things, and so many things are there, and see, if you say, that's what I'm trying to say. Whenever we started discussion in 2 months, I told many things. That's what. See, you're
Mm.
able to observe now what we discussed, what where we are and where we are standing. We are on the track or not. We can estimate without telling to anyone. You can now you are able to estimate. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Now another thing, right? And now two modules we cover till now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now the third
Mm.
module is Selenium. Okay, so the third module is Selenium. If you go the first program in Selenium, how to do that, verify page title, something else, the navigation, handling, web
Mm.
developer, all these things we can see, all the elements. Okay.
JUnit, are you going to explain me JUnit?
Yes, JUnit also will do that.
Okay.
Now see, this is the Selenium. See, only Selenium, it's handling the page, handling the details, but report generation and all, how we need to work and everything. Here we are able to see the test engine framework. Here it's a new generation framework where we are able to see all these things. How we can execute to parallel, cross browsing or multi
Mm.
browsing. I want to test the same. Let's say, for example, some people will ask like, I want to run a single test case with multiple browsers at the same time, and it has to
Mm.
be launched parallelly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
For that also we are able to contribute by using, we can able to learn through test engine framework.
Okay.
Okay, and
Mm.
these thing handling test suite, okay, handling report generation, parallel execution. On when any test case got failed, only how to execute only failed test cases, something like so many things we are going to be learn.
Okay.
And it's completely real time, right? I mean, whatever the things we are going to be learn, that is identical equal to your work,
Okay.
where you are trying to go. But at the end, I will give some mini project for the observations, then we'll see
Mm.
that.
Okay.
Here data driven framework is there. The data driven framework, what is data driven framework, how it will work, and everything we can try to understand here.
Okay.
Okay, and property files handling, data provider. See, as of now, the data driven framework is not much good, because we are handling the same thing in hybrid framework. Okay,
Mm.
I'll tell you how to remember. We can skip one thing and we can go ahead, and we will see. We are trying to learn up to the market standard. We don't want to waste our time unnecessary things and legacy things and old things, old
Okay.
frameworks and all. I don't want to bother about that. See, people will get wasted the time, page object model, page factory, and many things. But I don't bother about that. If you go for the simple hybrid framework with BDD Cucumber, it will get all these things. It will
Okay.
get rid of everything. Even the data driven also we are able to go ahead and check everything. Yeah, see, if you go for data driven framework, you need to write 100 lines of code to achieve the same data driven framework. But if you go for the BDD Cucumber, it's inbuilt data driven framework, and within one line of test data giving, we are able to achieve 100 lines of code. Okay, this is the market standard, hence we can skip this or else we can go for the in detail. That is our choice. Anyway, the same now the data driven framework is not using much, and people are always going for the like a hybrid framework which is designed within the breeding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever the things is there, right? I mean, we are able to access without hits. If you go for the actual reading and writing, here we are able to go for the 100 lines of code. But the same we can achieve by using BDD Cucumber within single lines of code, within a few
Okay.
lines of. Then if you go ahead and check that Selenium grid, okay, this one as of now not required.
Yeah,
Okay,
grid.
that's it.
Mm.
Like instead of grid, we are going through like SAS lab configuration, additional tools is there, right? SAS lab and browser stack. These are the
Okay.
additional tools which we are going to be right. See, here the grid in the sense what will happen instead of your local mission, we have to run through others mission to parallel execution or something else. But one there is earlier there is a grid concept. Now the grid concept, what will happen? There is some security rules are came whether other guy has to agree with your rules and they have to run it. Let's say for example I'm taking classes from here and you have to agree whether we need to run the same Selenium grid or not,
Okay.
and you have to make all the setup and you have to do that. But this one alternatives, now we will see other than this. If you go for alternatives of grid, the next point is dockers are there which is completely designed in the DevOps, but we don't want to bother about that. We'll go for the like source lab and browser stack where we can we are able to run our script through remotely. We are sitting
Okay.
here, we can access the browser from the America, we can access from the browser from France or something else. We can go ahead and we can check that through source lab or browser stack. That is the beauty
Okay.
of the source lab. But source lab and browser stacks are like these kind of paid tools, but we can go for the trial version, we can learn many things, we can stop it. So whenever you require, you can go ahead and you can run it. But going forward, these are the paid tools. But though these are the paid tools, what we can do, we can go ahead and check that if required, we can go on, we can learn. But there are some file versions are there where we can go ahead and we can check.
Mm.
Hope this is clear.
Yes. Yes.
Now, the finally I'll give some tools like see Maven, how we need to build the Maven framework, and we'll see what is the form and how will it will interact without, I mean, without having any issues. Many things we'll see that. What is the build types and how it will generate the build and everything. And GitHub. See GitHub, the paid version. GitHub is the free version
Yeah.
where I will
Yeah.
go and I will set up information the GitHub,
Mm.
and there are some commands are there to git, okay, to push the
Mm.
code. Okay, let's say for example, if you want to push your code, we'll go and we'll push it. If you want to read the code, you can read it in the real time. Every
Mm.
day we are depending on the
Yeah.
GitHub.
Mm.
Okay, it's source code
Mm.
management tool where we can send
Yeah.
our data
So,
to the every day our code will be stored there. We can retrieve the
mm.
data from others, we can merge it. So many things are there we can try to learn here.
Mm.
The same way Jenkins we already covered, right? I mean, what are the things which we need to learn something? It's a kind of CI/CD pipeline. People will say it's not the DevOps tool. I mean, earlier people will say only DevOps, but how I can say like not only DevOps. It's a Jenkins is a tool where we can trigger automation build for the developers, for the testers, for the deployment, anything we can do that.
Okay.
Okay, but we are trying to learn our perspective as per the like how I can I say testing perspective, how we can use, how to trigger the build, how it will work, all these things we try to learn.
Okay.
Okay, and we will integrate all these things together with
Yeah.
this one. See here, if you go and check here, Jenkins, Maven, Git or something else, right? I mean, in this thing, additional tool, everything will be covered here. Okay.
Mm.
And if
Yeah.
you go and check that module number 9, module number 8, and module number 6, okay, all things will be mixed together. We'll try to learn.
Okay.
Okay, you're getting my point?
Yes, yes.
And one more thing I want to understand, finally at the end, I will give one mini project to do. You can choose any
Mm-hmm.
project. You can choose any website where we can do that, but this has to be module. You have to take care of everything. I'll give the suggestion. I'm the guide for that. You have to complete it at the end.
Okay.
And this is the whole procedure what we are going to be learn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And hope this is clear everything and they're able to understand and you can go ahead with this one like automationhypes.com. This is my website. You can learn many things from there, but still it is under construction.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Now the situation came to you. If someone is asking what is the best thing, what are they not using, and which is industry standard, see nothing but BDD Kukumba. We are not able to learn many things. A data driven, we can skip it. If we have time, we can get it, and we'll try to close the sessions as per the plan. But what I can promise you, if you are able to understand as soon as possible, we'll try to complete. If you're not able to, I mean, see, going forward, you have to be do more practice. If you're not able to get something, stop me, then I'll stick there. I will complete and let me make you to understand, then only we'll go further.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, these are the
Mm.
things which we need to learn completely, and without this we cannot say I'm the automation guy. If you see here the selenium, if you read it here, the selenium itself is over in this page. You're
Mm.
able to understand.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
apart from that, what are the things is required?
Okay.
Okay, okay. As per
Yeah.
my understanding, we are good and we are able to complete the on track. But if something else will may extend one more week, that is depends on your capacity to be able to understand. If you are not able to understand, probably it will extend. If we are able to understand, definitely I will close it. But only thing is sometimes if you go and check whenever we design the framework,
Mm-hmm.
90% we are able to copy paste from the Google, but what we need to understand how to copy paste, where we need to copy paste and how we need to like resolve the problem if something is there, and
Yeah.
how the copy paste will work for our project. Those things we need to understand more.
Okay. So as of now, like for covering all these modules, how much time it will take? 1 week or 2 weeks?
No. I mean, we agreement like 2 months of whole inside. Now
Like
we
two.
covered. For me, I can say like today is Wednesday. It's completed 3 weeks. Okay,
Yeah.
5 more weeks are there. We will try to complete everything in all the week, all the things.
Okay, including REST API.
No, REST API is different. That is different. If you want to do that, then we'll go ahead. I don't bother about that. But only this is completely for the Selenium.
Okay.
And
When you, mm,
let me come forward. What we discussed is that the REST API, I want to give you like 1 or 2 classes to make you understand the REST API. Correct? That we'll see.
okay.
That I agree,
Okay.
and that is while we discussing about the earlier stage we discussed about we need to give the introduction of the REST API and how to test it. Okay, those many things are there. We'll try to figure out the problems, and once we are able to complete this, okay. So if it is
Mm-hmm.
taking 1 or 2 classes, then I will cover there itself. Okay, I don't
Okay.
bother.
Okay. Actually, yesterday in meeting, they told me like because of COVID, the 2 weeks you don't have like I'm sitting in bench.
Mm-hmm.
So after 2 weeks, they are going to put me in project.
Mm-hmm.
I know the client is a NAB. Uh, Client name is
Mm-hmm.
NAB, Australian National Australia Bank.
Mm-hmm.
I did
Mm-hmm.
project is data services project.
Okay. Okay.
So by the time I had to know like Selenium and REST API, so I was like curious, like how can I do these things?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Meantime, that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you are going to the like 2 weeks of time, right? Within the 2 weeks of time, we will try to
Mm-hmm.
cover minimum topics of Selenium, the basics. Then we'll start for the like frameworks and many things are there. But while within a week, like you will get something about. We'll get something about the Selenium. After 2 weeks, you will get the more content on Selenium. After completion of our topics and everything, you will get more knowledge and you will feel like everything is clear and you're able to design a framework. But only my humble request is always you have to do more practice and then only we'll get more knowledge. If I say something,
Okay.
you say agree, and at the end of the day, after the course, you can say I'm not able to understand. That's not a good idea. So try to do
Yeah.
practice. If you face any issues, will that's what I'm trying to ask at the end before going to be starting any day or something else. I'm trying to cover. I'm trying to ask you if you
Hmm.
are facing any issues, let me know. Then only I'll start my task. Then only I will go for the another task.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, this is how complete understanding of what we are going to be learning.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
and you can reach out me and you can tell to Harsha like if you required anything, and this is the like a market standard where we need to understand many things. But apart from this, if you go to the
Mm-hmm.
real time, there
Mm-hmm.
might be 5 to 10% or chances are there the process will vary, but
Mm-hmm.
the same process project by project may or may not be considered.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, that within a week of time, your project timelines, your project guidelines, you are able to understand and you will go ahead like anything.
Okay.
Okay, that yes,
Mm-hmm.
see that 5 10% no one will help you. Might be if it is a difficulty, 15% is also there. That not only myself, everyone, no one help you until unless you have to learn in the real time completely.
Okay.
Getting my point, right?
Yes. Yes. Mm.
Now, you have any questions, let me know, or else we'll start by tomorrow with the
Yeah. Sure.
complete
Sure.
understanding of that one. And only thing is, if you're trying to understand complete things, then only we'll start it. And please try to make practice and going forward. It's very, very important to do practice.
Yeah. In Selenium, I need more practically.
Yeah, that's what. See, if you're able to see the content itself, you will get something.
Yes.
How we
Yes.
are doing.
Yeah. After. Yeah. I know. I can understand. Yes.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
these things are
Uh,
no one will say this is what I can do, this is what I can do. But only
mm-hmm.
thing is there are some
Mm-hmm.
skipping points are there. I'll skip it and you have to agree that because if something oversolated, the Selenium grid
Okay.
is oversolated. Now we are going towards another tools. Okay, let's say
Yes.
for example that we need to agree. And
Mm.
I can tell if required, I can tell the time will be going like it. And if you go
Okay.
here, data-driven framework, the data-driven framework, what happens is it's part of SNG only we are able to learn, but
Yeah.
only thing is what we need to understand why I need to write a 150 lines of code. Tell you
Okay.
this. Instead of
Okay.
that, why can't we use for the inbuilt automation tool? And if you go for BDD Cucumber with single line of enablement, we can achieve these lines of all these things, including this one. Why we need to write it again? But though we have to do that, what I will do, I have some predefined set of framework that I will explain. I will close that this one. Just you have to, if someone is there, someone is coming to ask you what is data driven framework and how it will be, you are in a situation to explain the other guy.
Okay.
And getting my point? Okay,
Okay.
then
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, then we'll skip it if required and we'll see how much you're able to understand. Okay, I'll share my documentation, you can read it and you can cover. Then we'll move to the Hybrid framework. This is the framework. It is the hot topic in the Selenium automation completely, where we need to understand many things here. Many things. I can say 100 times of important. If you go with this module 6, okay, you will cover everything.
Okay.
Remaining 9 modules it will be covered. Okay,
Yeah.
getting my point?
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Okay, this is how we need to understand. Okay, and many things. And if you have any questions, you can ask me,
Sure.
or else we can wind up the call today. And tomorrow, I show you the roadmap. It's very clear, and 5 weeks are
Yeah.
there as per the agreement. Okay, we'll try
Sure.
to cover everything. This is
Yeah.
assurance I can give. And
Yeah.
if you are facing any issues, if you are making any note, let me know, and we'll try to complete as per the plan.
Okay. Okay.
And one thing, there may be a chance some people will go and attempt any one WhatsApp group. They will ask many questions. These guys, while taking this course, they will confuse and they will ask me many questions. Don't
Mm-hmm.
do that. That is my humble request. And until unless you have clear picture, clear knowledge, then only you can start reading or start chatting with others. Then only will get more
Mm-hmm.
knowledge.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
what happened
Yeah.
last week? One girl, that girl don't have any knowledge in computer science. She's not at all computer science background, though are teaching everything, and it's fine. But at the end, she's telling when I came to that WhatsApp group, they're asking many questions. These guys are asking many questions like that. That's not
Okay.
good. If you are in
Yeah.
middle, you have to be middle. One day it's not possible to complete everything. That's what, as per the human being, we need to understand many
Okay.
things. Hope this is clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and now
Yeah.
that's it from my end for today. And if you have any questions,
No.
you can ask
No.
me in the next class.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, and this
Yeah.
is how the roadmap will be. It's a clear picture, and
Mm.
see if it is sometimes I will take 4 weeks of time or 5 weeks of time if something is not good or something is if nothing is don't know by the candidate. Okay, now we are good and we are able to complete that completely within 3 months. That's fine. But
Okay.
till now I didn't ask you to show anything. Till now I didn't ask you to write any program. But
Yeah. Yeah.
going
Mm-hmm.
forward in Selenium, when I start anything, then I'll ask you to write. The reason
Mm.
is right. All the Java concepts will repeat here, but there we are learning. Here we are using. That is the
Mm.
difference. You're getting
Okay.
my point? What is the
Okay.
difference between learning and usage in a sense? See, from the first class to MCA or MBA or degree or any bachelor, we try to learn.
Okay.
But when we went to do the job, there we are doing or we are applying all the changes what we learned so far.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
same way here also, the Java is a learning point and the Selenium is a usage point of view of Java, where we have to use all the concepts what we learned so far to Java.
Okay.
But not a single day. I mean, while completing everything, we are able to understand one by one and one by one. We are able to understand.
Okay.
Getting my point? And one
Yeah.
more thing, whenever you are trying to read any article in a Google or YouTube or something else, you need to understand where we are standing and what is the perspective they are designing this course or what is the perspective of that they are doing. Let's say, for example, if you go for any Java, they will say for the Java developers also there, testers also there. In the developer, senior developer, junior developer, architect, manager, many roles are there.
Mm.
Based on that point of view, they will think and they will design the course.
Mm.
The based on their respective person or respective field, they are going to be changing the course content. The depth also
Yeah.
like that. Okay, just to keep
Yeah.
in mind while reading any article outside of my report is outside of my course and all. Just think about that what perspective they are saying. It's an architect level, it's a junior level, it's a senior level, it's a lead level, or a, like a beginning of the learner level. That we need to
Oh,
understand.
okay.
You're getting my point, right? And don't
Yes,
mix
sir.
all together and ask many questions that you will be in trouble. And finally, if I'm not able to satisfy you, that is also trouble for us.
Okay.
Be clear what you are trying to learn. Be clear what you are going to be learn. Be clear what you are searching in the Google.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
always we are not believe the Google because there might be some chance where 20 to 25% percentage are fake or some things are bad news or something else that we already aware.
Mm.
Okay, that we need to understand while learning anything.
Okay.
Okay, this is the whole idea. What
Yeah.
we can do. I mean, tell me, and if you have any questions today, or else we'll wind up today and we'll
Yeah.
start freshly by tomorrow the Selenium, how to
Sure.
start a program and all these things. And
Yeah.
going forward, what we learned so far, the same thing we are going to be using.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions now?
No, no, no.
No, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.